I was asked to do a reading for the service. If you've ever read from the Bible in unaltered scripture, you know how difficult it can really be. So with that in mind, I practiced with my brother. I went back to my apartment and read, practiced and practiced. Later that night, my mom asked my brother, how did he do? My brother, blatantly obvious, said, not so good. The next day at the funeral, it was my turn to do my reading. Walked up to the pulpit, my heart filled with pain, my eyes filled with tears, and began to read the scripture. I was unable to see the words in the Bible to the scripture because I was blinded by my tears. That in mind, I was able to read it flawlessly, without any issues, and with a great deal of passion. God was with me that morning, that afternoon, both hands on my shoulders, allowing me the opportunity to be there for my cousin. There is a part two to this. It's basically our family's little journey for the past few years. God works in mysterious ways. We're told that God never gives you more than you can handle. We've all been pushed and tested, if you will. Our story starts September 5th of 2006, where Riley Annabeth Beahm is born. Our hearts are filled with joy, fear, happiness, sadness, and excitement. We were living in Florida at the time. We decided to pack up and move home to La Crosse to be closer to family. About a year after being back, Michelle takes a job opportunity in Stratford, Wisconsin. We again pack up and move to Marshfield. At a routine checkup with Riley's new pediatrician, we expressed our concern over an issue that Riley had had since birth, but have never been able to fix. Riley's new doctor understood. This is the first time that's happened, where the pediatrician really understood our concern and wanted to help us get to the bottom of Riley's issue. He set up appointments with specialists. We met with the specialists. Multiple surgeries were scheduled to figure out what was wrong. It was determined by a surgeon from the Children's Hospital in Milwaukee that Riley has Hirschsprung's disease. I'll let you Google that. I won't go into those details. Over the next 3 years, Riley was down at the Children's Hospital in Milwaukee 7 times, with the visits ranging from 7 to 15 days. We spent a Thanksgiving, a Christmas, and one of Riley's birthdays at the hospital. Riley missed 71 days of school of her kindergarten year due to hospital visits, illness, and healing. Michelle missed countless days as well. As a teacher, thankfully, she was allowed to be gone. We thank God every day that the school was filled with compassion and gave us that opportunity for Michelle to be with Riley during her healing. I remember riding in the elevator up to our room on the 9th floor of the west tower of the hospital. There was another mother in the elevator along with us. She had a stroller that was filled with grocery bags from the local pick and save. She was in it for the long haul. We were only there for a short time. Michelle and I really felt blessed and lucky at that time. 2014 starts off horribly. Riley contracts influenza A. Shortly after getting that, influenza B, causing her to become anemic. She again is hospitalized. As we met with the doctors and surgeons, nobody has an answer for what is wrong with our little girl. During one of the tests, I remember hearing Riley cry in pain and fear. We were again told they don't know what is wrong. I remember falling to the ground with my hands in my face and began to cry. We're told we need to get Riley to Milwaukee ASAP. They suggested that we flew her by plane from Marshfield to Milwaukee, then take a helicopter, and then we were finally able to just take a simple ambulance ride, which was great. Riley entertained the paramedics in the back, reading them stories and playing games, and she was in great spirits. We arrived at the hospital on a Saturday night. She was to go right into surgery first thing Sunday morning. Since it was Sunday, there was nobody in the waiting room. This waiting room is usually jam-packed full of people. During our waiting time, Michelle and I have time to talk and to think. What we have come to is we want our little girl to be happy. She deserves to be a kid. She has not been given this opportunity at this time. We both come to peace with the fact that she is happiest and healthiest with her colostomy bag. As sad as that sounds. But she's happy. She gets to be a kid. And that's the most important thing to Michelle and I. At that point, when we came to that realization, we realized this was God telling us that we all, 3 of us, deserve a break. We don't need to go through this anymore. To relax. Let Riley be a kid. Let Michelle and I be parents. This journey's been hard on Riley, but Michelle and I were pushed pretty hard, tested, given about as much as we could handle. God was with us every step of the way, giving us the strength to be there for our little girl. We're blessed to have such supportive parents during all of this. You find the strength to be there for your child, no matter what, no matter how bad you want to run the other direction or throw your arms up and say, stop it. All that said, none of that had happened. We would not be standing here. I would not be standing here. We would not be here today. We've been given a lot. Riley's having her best year in school. I've been given a position that I absolutely love. Michelle is also doing what she has been born to do, teach in a classroom and loving it. We're truly blessed to be home and to find the family we've been searching for at Onalaska United Methodist Church. Thank you.
Amen.